Answer to the problem you're trying to avoid is not on the other side of an extra large cheese pizza or at the bottom of a container of ice cream. That is something that I had to come to understand myself when it came to actually healing my relationship with food and stop using it as a coping mechanism for all of my problems. Because all it ever did was create bigger problems for me. Because I used food to cope for everything. If I had a bad day, I was eating my feelings. If I was stressed, I was eating my feelings. Even if I was happy, I was eating my feelings. But it was especially relevant when it came to me wanting to just kind of avoid things. I would just eat instead because I would basically just numb out when I was eating. And so therefore I didn't have to think about the problem I was trying to avoid. But the thing is that problem was always still there after I was done. And then on top of the problem that I was trying to avoid, I had also created this whole other problem for myself because then I felt physically ill, felt a lot of shame and guilt for eating as much as I did. I'd be super mean to myself for using food to cope again. And that problem that I was trying to avoid was still there waiting for me. And the way that I help myself get over that is exactly what I tell my clients to do. And I like to think of it as kind of opposite action. If I was super stressed out or in a situation where I would just automatically turn to food, I would force myself to wait and do something else. If my brain was yelling at me to go eat an entire pint of Ben & Jerry's, I would wait and do something else. I would go for a walk. I would call a friend. I would journal. I would read. I would scream at the top of my lungs. But I would try and avoid doing what my brain was telling me to do because I knew that that wasn't going to make me actually feel good. And it definitely wasn't going to help me solve the problem. It was just going to create bigger ones. And if you struggle with that too, I want you to try it. Try opposite action. If your brain is screaming at you to go eat the entire pack of Oreos, just go do something else. Give yourself time to regulate. And I'm telling you, it can really, really help. And you also learn that food doesn't have to be the automatic solution to your problems. And in fact, it's not going to be the solution to your problems. Again, you're just going to create bigger ones for yourself. But doing something productive, like going for a walk or calling someone or journaling, something like that is going to actually help you in the end.